Members of the Board of Governors, I am delighted today to recommend to you the election of Dr. Elwood L. Robinson, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Cambridge College in Massachusetts, as the next Chancellor of Winston-Salem State University. As Chairperson Miller indicated to you, when I spoke to the Chancellor Search Committee at Winston-Salem State University last spring, I asked them to help me identify the right person to lead Winston-Salem State University at this point in its proud history. Someone who could build on the legacy of Chancellor Donald Reeves and earlier chancellors, and who also had the vision and determination needed to take the institution to the next level. I told the search committee that I would be looking for an inclusive and innovative leader with a deep commitment to the value of higher education, its importance to the economy and to the region, and the role of liberal arts. The job required someone with life experiences who knew how to manage and lead complex organizations and who could tap into and develop Winston-Salem State's true potential. It also demanded someone who valued the traditions of HBCUs and who understood the effects of a changing higher education landscape on them. I stressed that we would need to attract an individual with the kind of skills that would allow them to work with people from all different backgrounds and experiences, someone who could engage in fundraising, someone who would be accessible to students and faculty and alumni and staff and parents and boards of trustees and the Board of Governors and the President, and I could keep going. There are more constituency groups that a chancellor answers to than one can possibly imagine. I asked them to find someone who valued the role of athletics in the college experience and yet would stay focused on student success in efforts to raise retention and graduation rates. I think perhaps as important as anything is to find a chancellor that understands the critical role that this university plays today and must play in the future in the life and in the economy of the Triad region and the state of North Carolina. Someone who would be an active collaborative partner with the city, with surrounding counties, with other major institutions of higher education, as well as the K-12 system in this area. And most important, I urge the committee to identify a person with absolute integrity, who would be a good partner and colleague for the other chancellors and for the president, as well as for the Board of Governors. I believe that the search committee found that special combination of talent, experience, and commitment in Dr. Robinson. And I'm thrilled at the opportunity today to bring a talented North Carolinian back home. Elwood Robinson brings to the job a real passion for higher education and 3 decades of strong creative leadership as a faculty mentor, a department chair, a dean, and a provost. And much of that experience was gained at North Carolina Central University, his alma mater. As a clinical psychologist by training, Dr. Robinson is a proven leader who promotes innovation, collaboration, and an unwavering commitment to academic excellence and student success. He also understands Winston-Salem State's proud history and its potential to play an even larger role in this city and the state. So I am delighted that he has agreed to join our leadership team. Since 2012, Dr. Robinson has served as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Cambridge College in Massachusetts. Cambridge is a private, non-for-profit institution that offers undergraduate, graduate, and professional degree programs, as well as certificate programs, to more than 5,000 students at its main campus, along with its regional academic centers in Massachusetts, Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, California, and Puerto Rico. Geared toward working adults, most of its courses are taught on evenings and weekends with many blended on-site and online components. So the blended classroom and the use of technology and alternative scheduling is all part of the future of higher education. He has experienced that and lived it. As its chief academic officer, he has helped shape an educational policy, managed academic planning and program reviews, and overseen Cambridge's regional academic centers. Under his watch, the college has forged an innovative partnership with Granite State College in New Hampshire to offer online programs, and that's the first private state partnership of its kind in New England. In addition, the American Council on Education awarded Cambridge a grant to establish an innovation and change laboratory designed to increase the number of first-generation and non-traditional students earning college degrees. Born and raised in Ivanhoe in Sampson County, Dr. Robinson graduated from North Carolina Central University in 1978 with a degree in psychology, and then earned a master's degree in that field from Fisk University in Tennessee. After completing a pre-doctoral internship at Duke University Medical Center, he earned a doctorate in clinical psychology from the Penn State University. He later completed his clinical training as a research associate at the Duke University Medical Center. He joined the faculty at North Carolina Central University in 1984. In 1993, he was named the director of the Minority Access to Research Careers program, which provides research training opportunities for students and faculty from minority groups underrepresented in the biomedical sciences. He directed this federally funded program for the next 11 years, establishing collaborations with several major research institutions and expanding course offerings and mentoring himself more than 100 MARC scholars. Remarkably, 80% of those scholars that he mentored entered graduate school, and 40% have received their doctoral degrees. From 1993 to 1996, Dr. Robinson also served as chair of NCCU's psychology department. During his three-year term, he established a new clinical master's program, developed a faculty development program, increased external funding, and improved graduation rates by 25% in that three-year period. In 2006, Dr. Robinson was named founding dean of North Carolina Central's College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Over the next 6 years, he generated over $15 million in federal grants and other external funding, achieved accreditation for 16 programs, established a Department of Social Work, securing funding for a $1 million endowed professorship, and developed a national partnership with the Institute of Homeland Security and the Rural Domestic Preparedness Consortium. He remained in that post until he left North Carolina for Cambridge College in 2012. Active in professional and civic organizations, Dr. Robinson has received numerous awards and honors over the course of his career. A former National Institutes of Health Fellow, he has received the Sigma Chi Award, the Omega Psi Phi Founders Award, an Image Award from the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and the Order of the Longleaf Pine. He has served on the boards of the YMCA of the Greater Triangle, the Center for Child and Family Health, and the Uplift Foundation. Excuse me. He has served as a delegate for the People-to-People Citizens Ambassador Program to China, Egypt, and South Africa. Dr. Robinson is married to Denise Robinson, a 1978 Central graduate and former elementary school teacher. Together they have 2 children, Chinita Robinson Coulter, a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University, and a school teacher living in Charleston, South Carolina. Thank you, sir. And Devin, a student at North Carolina Central University. Mr. Chairman, it is my privilege to recommend to the Board of Governors the election of Dr. Elwood Robinson as Chancellor of Winston-Salem State University, effective January 1st, 2015.
This must be like living and going to your funeral. I assume these are the kinds of things that people say once you've kind of passed. I also think it's important that my wife hears these things as well. I've been telling her this for years. So I think that she will finally believe me. This is just a tremendous moment. I wish that I could begin by quoting some poet or some Nobel laureate or saying something magnificent, but I'll simply begin with the words from LeBron James, "I'm coming home." President Ross, thank you so much for this opportunity to be a part of what I think is just a tremendous leadership team that's already in place and that you're also building. So thank you for this opportunity. Chair of the board, John Fenningbreast. Did I get it right, John?
Close enough.
Thank you also for taking the time during this process to have a deep conversation with me, and that meant a lot to me the other day. And that is, he listened as I talked about my vision for Winston-Salem State and my vision for historically black colleges in this state and my vision for higher education in this state that includes HBCUs. And we had a very deep conversation, and I left that meeting convinced that I had the support of the board as we tried to move this college forward, this university. So thank you so much, John, for that conversation. To the chair of the Winston-Salem Board of Trustees, your leadership has simply been amazing. I don't know if people realize in this part of the world what a jewel you have in Debbie Miller. In New England, she is quite frankly a legend. In the work that she has done in higher education in the state of New Hampshire has been incredible. So we have I'm really excited about having the opportunity to work here. To the faculty, to the staff, administration, alumni, Winston-Salem community, Winston-Salem State University, I am simply delighted and honored that you have selected me to be your next Chancellor. I come here proud to serve the citizens of North Carolina. I am a North Carolinian, born and raised, as they say, in this state. So to have the opportunity to come back, to begin to cultivate higher education and to create opportunities for the citizens of this state, and to do it in a way that I think is necessary for the 2020 student is quite exciting. As I look here and as I looked at this institution, and when Chancellor Reeves decided to step down after giving 8 years to this institution, and this position became available, I knew immediately that that was a very attractive position for a number of reasons. It's very attractive because of where it's located. History and tradition of this institution is well known. I knew it when I was growing up. I knew it in Sampson County. We knew it. To sit here September 26, 2 days later, 1892, September 28th, this institution was formed. I stand almost here 122 years later. And so it is quite a moment for me to be in this particular space. While this is not an appropriate time to begin to lay out a vision, an agenda, that certainly will come later. But that vision and agenda will not be my vision and agenda. It will be our vision and agenda. That we will carve out a very special place in this state for higher education, and we will do it together. And we will do that by having a series of conversations, real conversations, where we listen, where I will listen to you, ideas banded back and forth about what it is that we want to do here. We will begin with, and I'll take this moment to talk simply about a couple of constituents that I'll be calling on very soon. Denise and I been in higher education for over 30 years. Students, particularly those who are the traditional students, 18 to 22-year-olds, you will become part of our family. We will feed you. We will clothe you. We will treat you as our own. Not literally, so don't come. Don't buy too much into that. And she will tell you, and that is the work that we have done have been so much a part of creating that family. But what is interesting and fascinating behind that is by doing that, I feel I also have a responsibility to push you. I have a responsibility to help you dream big dreams, to help you see yourself differently, to help you realize that it's okay to be excellent, not afraid to make the big choices and do the big things, that you are special and that you are important, and don't let anybody tell you anything other. And that we will build a university that is responsive to your needs. We will do it because we understand there is never an excuse for poor personal service, customer service. Never. It is unacceptable because what we are asking more, we ask from all the constituents, we're asking more. And to ask more means that we have to deliver more, and that we have to have systems that work. And we have to have processes where people can get paid on time, get their transcripts, get their applications through. Students should not have to wait. We will not do that. We will change how we operate as institutions. Is Olivia here? Sedgwick, Olivia is here. Olivia knows that we are going to work together. She told me, I said, first I'll meet with students. She said, oh, that's a given. I said, but Olivia told me the saddest story that I've heard during this whole process, and we will change that today. She told me that her sister wanted to come to Winston-Salem State University, but because of losing her transcripts and her applications, she didn't come here. I'm calling your sister at the end of this meeting. We're getting her to transfer. She's at Fisk. I went to Fisk. I know Fisk. Fisk is no Winston-Salem State University. These are the kinds of things that we can do. I got up early this morning, President Ross, and was reading a letter, reading a report about presidents and the senior administrators going to representatives from the Ritz-Carlton to talk about customer service. We don't have to go to no Ritz-Carlton. Customer service is just doing the right thing and just treating people right. But it is so much a part of higher education that and this is general, guys, this is generic. I'm not necessarily talking about any specific things because I don't know. And it would be unfair for me to talk about, but I know what some of the things that students experience, and we will alleviate those immediately. For faculty, I am by nature a faculty member. Someone told me many years ago, they said that you are a dean with a faculty's heart. I think that I was also a provost with a faculty's heart. I anticipate being a chancellor with a faculty's heart. It is the heart and soul of what we teach. And so here, as we talk about wanting higher expectations for our students, we also will have higher expectations for our faculty. I will ask you to renew that covenant that you sign about the academic citizenship, with that academic citizenship being that teaching, research, and service, and taking those three pillars and thinking about how you can influence what's happening in your community, how you can impact what's happening in your communities with the work that you're doing. I will ask you to begin to think about new pedagogical ways of operating. New models of teaching, I will ask you to do that. When we talk about the student in terms of the 2020 student, then what are we going to do? Can we do what we've always done? The answer is absolutely no. change our approach to having innovative technologies and the ways of teaching, to begin to move our students to help develop the kinds of competencies that are important for them to go out into the world, to get a good job, but also to live a high-quality life. That is what we're about, to look at our classes and begin to infuse a sense of entrepreneurship in the classes that we teach. We will talk more about this as we begin to have these kinds of conversations, and we will have those conversations. I will reach out to one of the most important part of who we are, 20,000 members of our alumni here at this great university. I will reach out to you to begin to partner in some very strategic and important ways to help us begin to recruit outstanding honor students, but students across the board. You will become part of a strategic initiative as we look at our chapters around the country and around the state to ask you to partner with us to help present Winston-Salem State in that community by opening up doors for partnerships with businesses and industry in the educational arena, very strategic ways. I will reach out to you to tell you to give more than you've ever given before, but I'm not going to just tell you to give unless I can demonstrate that I'm going to be good stewards of your money that you give. Amen. I'm going to come to you in the next few months and challenge you to do something that you thought was impossible, but we're going to begin on a very small scale. I really believe that we can, in the next 6 months, begin to energize our alumni base and rally them, and I'm going to ask them to start bringing in about $5,000 per day, beginning very shortly, and that's the beginning. But you got to demonstrate that the partnership, these are folks, these are part of our family, and we will engage them like they've never been engaged before. I will say that I did not come here to retire. I did not come here to relax. I did not come here to survive. I came here to thrive. And came here to begin to work with you to elevate this outstanding and important university to its highest possible level. I am ready to get to work. Where is my office? Thank you so much.